The Simpsons is not just a humorous cartoon, but also astonishes people with its incredibly accurate predictions of the future. Since Donald Trump was elected president, the COVID-19 pandemic erupted, artificial intelligence, AI, boomed, and the global financial crisis unfolded. This film keeps stunning the world, time and time again. But The Simpsons' predictions for 2025 are even more shocking. The emergence of a new prophet, a deeply sacred event, has the power to alter the destiny of all humanity. Technology has surpassed all limits of imagination, even making encounters with extraterrestrials a real possibility. Prepare yourself mentally, because what is about to be revealed next may forever change the way you perceive this world. Shocking prophecy. Jesus will return, and his adversaries will also arise. Have you ever wondered if the apocalypse is truly approaching? Do you believe me if I tell you The Simpsons predicted this a long time ago? Thank God it's doomsday. The end of the world is drawing very near after he deciphered the mysterious signs in the Bible. Everyone laughed mockingly at him, but suddenly a divine light flashed. The sky above Springfield suddenly turned chaotic, terrifying everyone's spine, because the passage also reveals an astonishing alignment with the biblical prophecies about Jesus' second coming. The Bible states that Jesus will return at the time when humanity is in the most extreme chaos. Where natural disasters rage, wars erupt, and chaos spreads across the world. These things may seem unfamiliar to many, but in reality, they exist right in the world around us. Climate change is becoming increasingly severe, with droughts and storms occurring more frequently and with greater intensity. Armed conflicts are erupting worldwide, from the Middle East to Europe. The world is on the brink of a global-scale war. New pandemics remain a concerning latent threat. Recently, scientists have also warned that humanity is approaching its final era. Pope Francis has repeatedly emphasized that the world is entering an unprecedented period of trial in history. And the day of judgment may no longer be far away. These signs have led many believers to trust that the prophecy of Jesus' return is being fulfilled. This could soon become a reality. But the most terrifying thing is this. Could there be some hidden force silently preventing his return? A controversial yet increasingly prominent hypothesis is the issue. Is Elon Musk an adversary of God? Look at what he's doing, with the ambition of putting humans on Mars. Elon Musk is painting a vision of a new civilization, existing independently beyond Earth. This seems to be a great leap forward for mankind. However, according to some religious perspectives, this is merely human effort to replace the role of the Creator in governing the universe. The Bible describes the betrayer of God as a figure possessing extraordinary power. The one who will deceive humanity with empty promises of progress and peace. But in reality, this still leads humanity to its demise. Elon Musk is not just a billionaire in the tech industry, and is also the head of prominent artificial intelligence projects such as Neuralink. He is trying to connect the human brain to machines. This technology reminds those with religious beliefs of the number 666, the mark of the beast mentioned in the book of Revelation. Humanity is governed by a formidable force. If artificial intelligence far surpasses human capabilities, are we approaching a future where humans lose free will? Are we becoming slaves to technology? Why does all of this matter so much? If the Simpsons family had accurately predicted many past events, will the prophecy of Jesus' return truly come to pass? And if that is true, are we witnessing the emergence of the Antichrist in this very age? The world is transforming at a dizzying pace every day, alongside the remarkable advancement of technology. Humans constantly seek to master life and death, while the mysteries of the universe are gradually being unraveled. But in the midst of this chaotic life, are we slowly losing ourselves? Consider carefully, for we may be living in the final days before human history turns to an entirely different chapter. A chapter full of surprises, where no one can predict what's about to happen. The new prophet has arrived, and the Simpson family predicted this over 20 years ago. Have you ever felt like the world is changing at a dizzying speed? Humans have lost the ability to distinguish truth from falsehood, to the point where they can no longer recognize what is real and what is deception. Crisis after crisis, wars, natural disasters, a declining economy, and the powerful rise of artificial intelligence. Humanity is being thrust into an era of upheaval and unpredictability. Amidst the chaos, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared. trusted by millions as a savior. Does this send a shiver down your spine? If you think this is just a baseless guess, remember that The Simpsons predicted this all the way back in 1999. Detroit upset. A bizarre cult has emerged, drawing in followers who are deeply entangled in its extremist ideology to the point of blind devotion. They were ready to leave their former lives behind to follow the new light. At first, many people thought this was just a fabricated science fiction story. But when looking at the reality of the world in 2025, would anyone still dare to see this as just a joke? When people lose faith in outdated systems, they yearn to seek new truths and light. At the mysterious crossroads of life, one may encounter those who claim to be prophets, or even supernatural beings. Social media doesn't just connect small groups but also helps these movements spread at lightning speed. Millions of people around the world believe they are awakening to a truth that governments and powerful forces are desperately trying to conceal. Look at the reality. In recent years, mysterious cults have been thriving. Organizations like the Trust of AI, the Universal Truth Movement, or newly emerging prophetic trends on TikTok. YouTube is attracting millions of users. These people believe they have received a revelation from God or have uncovered the true secret about humanity's future. The question arises, who are these figures truly? Could they be the ones chosen by God to awaken humanity? Or are they merely pawns in the hands of a shadowy force quietly shaping the New World Order? More than just a simple prophecy, The Simpsons paints a vision where a figure of immense influence emerges. They completely altered humanity's perception of faith. Even more terrifying, the entire world welcomed them as a savior. Are we entering the age of the Antichrist, one who arrives with promises of a flawless new world? But in reality, is this leading humanity to the brink of destruction? The digital prophets, those who harness technology to spread their message. Are they truly messengers of God, or are they just manipulating the perception of millions? If The Simpsons have accurately predicted many past events, should we take this prophecy lightly? What was once considered crazy and far-fetched has now become reality. Is AI replacing humans? Millions believe artificial intelligence could be the new savior. Elon Musk has conducted tests on brain-machine interface technology, notably with the Neuralink project, ushering in an era where humans can be controlled right from their thoughts. Governments worldwide are preparing for a new order where trust and individual freedom take precedence. An even more powerful totalitarian system may replace it. Is the new prophet predicted by the Simpson family just an ordinary character? Or is it a symbol of a rising power? The mysterious Pope. The Simpsons once predicted the new professor of the church. Could 2025 be the year of a global religious upheaval? In the mysterious episode Vatican Chateau, a character who looks exactly like Pope Francis suddenly appears. The passage suggests a period of turmoil in the Vatican and the emergence of a new pope, bringing completely different perspectives. Many people think this is just a random coincidence, but upon closer examination of the actual events unfolding, can we keep turning a blind eye forever? Public opinion is buzzing with rumors that Pope Francis may resign in 2025. This is not mere speculation but is backed by concrete evidence. The serious health condition that His Excellency is facing. In 2023, Pope Francis was hospitalized multiple times due to serious health issues, including acute bronchitis and cardiovascular diseases. In March 2024, the Vatican officially announced the declining health of His Holiness. Many people believe that a major turning point is about to happen. According to some internal sources from the Vatican, the Pope may make a surprising decision in the near future. In 2025, just like Pope Benedict XVI resigned in 2013. A rare event in Catholic history. If this happens, it won't just be an event that changes the Vatican, it will be a major turning point. This could also risk triggering a shockwave across global religious life. If Pope Francis truly resigns, the most critical issue will be who succeeds him. Is he a staunchly conservative leader holding firm to tradition, or is he an entirely different figure? Can a person with a modern mindset change how the world perceives religion? The Simpsons have repeatedly predicted major political upheavals. Are they right about Catholicism this time? Could a new pope introduce shocking reforms that shake the foundations of faith for millions of believers? Is the Vatican hiding something mysterious? Could this completely change how humanity views religion? The Simpsons predicted this terrifying tech revolution. Imagine being able to vanish from one place and instantly appear in another in the blink of an eye. No need for planes or trains, no worries about traffic jams or endless flights. A world where humans can teleport instantly is no longer science fiction, it has become reality. Sounds crazy, but if the Simpsons are right once again, 2025 may mark the greatest milestone in the history of humanity's technological advancement. Treehouse of Horror 8. But an unexpected accident deformed his body, turning him into an aberrant creature. At first, this was simply a humorous scene in an animated movie. But what's concerning is that this technology is gradually becoming a reality due to the remarkable advancements of modern science. Scientists have successfully transmitted quantum data between photons over distances of up to hundreds of kilometers. This is no longer just empty theory but has been proven in the laboratory. The International Space Station ISS has successfully conducted an experiment on transmitting information through outer space. A major breakthrough in quantum telecommunications. Some experts predict that by 2025, this technology could be tested on larger-scale objects. Lay the foundation for future human mobility. But what happens if this technology is taken to the next level? Are we stepping into a new era, or inching closer to an irreversible catastrophe? At first glance, instant teleportation seems like a perfect revolution. Imagine a world where geographical distance no longer exists. Humans can appear anywhere with just a snap of their fingers. But let's recap the events that happened in the Simpsons family episode. Can the human body withstand the process of disintegration and reconstruction at the atomic level? Can we truly be certain that we are the ones who emerge at the final destination? Or just a perfect copy while your original has been destroyed? Some scientists have expressed concern that constantly changing times can cause people to lose touch with their true selves. Because this process requires breaking down every atom in the body and reconstructing them in a new location. On this journey, if you happen to make a few mistakes, will you still hold on to your true self? Moreover, if this technology falls into the hands of dictatorship, it could turn into a terrifying weapon. Imagine secret organizations capable of instantly deploying spies, assassins, or biological weapons anywhere. No matter where you go in the world, no one would ever notice. What was once considered science fiction is now gradually becoming reality. And if the Simpsons family has accurately predicted many things in the past, then this chilling prophecy cannot be taken lightly. Instant teleportation could completely transform the world. But this could also push humanity into a perilous situation unprecedented in history. Will 2025 be the year this technology is widely unveiled? And if so, who will take control of it? Are we stepping into an era of unprecedented progress, or are we lost in humanity's own nightmare? Whether you believe it or not, the world is changing at an unprecedented pace, and perhaps we don't have much time left to prepare. The Simpsons warned us. The question is, were you ready for what was coming? The Simpsons predicted this incredible 3D printing revolution. Can you imagine a world where everything can be printed in just a few minutes? From clothing and food to even human organs, all can be produced using just a single machine. No need for mass production, nor those massive assembly lines. With just a press of a button, everything is instantly at your fingertips. Sound like a scenario straight out of a sci-fi movie, but what if the Simpsons predicted it right? Here are the English translation options, choose based on context and tone. In episode 15 of season 16 of Future Drama the Simpson family is placed in a futuristic scenario where 3D printing technology dominates the entire world. People can print clothes, food, and even organs right at home. When watching this episode, many people simply think it's just an entertaining idea. But now, things once thought to be mere fantasy are rapidly becoming reality at an astonishing pace. 3D printing technology is no longer too unfamiliar or hard to access. Here are the natural English translations. A revolution in the construction industry could permanently transform the concrete sector and manual labor practices. Here are two natural English translation options, depending on the emphasis you prefer. Imagine a world where livestock farms no longer exist. Humans will no longer need to kill animals, as beef, chicken, or fish can all be printed directly from the lab. Food tech companies have successfully created artificial meat. By 2025, 3D printed meat will likely become a common food item in supermarkets. The medical field is applying 3D printing technology to revolutionize human life and death. Scientists have successfully 3D printed artificial tissues, bones, and even internal organs such as livers and kidneys, ushering in a new era for organ transplantation. If this achievement is further developed, people may no longer need to wait for organ donations. They can simply print a new heart to replace the old one when it fails. But before hailing this technology as a miracle, ask yourself, is 3D printing a double-edged technology? What if criminals could manufacture weapons at home using a 3D printer? Some reports indicate that 3D printed guns have emerged and are beyond legal control. The product does not have a serial number and could pose a serious threat to global security. If humans could print artificial organs to replace those in the body, would this make the meaning of life and death fade? In theology, humans are created in the image of God, but if they begin to recreate themselves through technology, is this the challenge for ultimate power? A world where everything can be 3D printed would likely make millions of jobs disappear. From factory workers and farmers to surgeons, if one day humans no longer need to rely on each other to survive, where will society end up? Humankind set foot on Mars, and the Simpson family had long predicted the Great Migration away from Earth. Imagine a day in the future when Earth is no longer the only planet humans inhabit. A world where new cities rise beneath the crimson sky of Mars. Where children are born and raised without ever setting foot on the blue planet, Earth. This scenario may sound far-fetched, but if the Simpsons are right, that moment could come sooner than you think. In episode 16 of season 27 of The Marin Chronicles Lisa Simpson volunteers for a program to send people to Mars for colonization. At first, everyone mocked the idea, saying it was too far-fetched to ever become reality. But just a few years later, the Simpson family's predictions gradually came true. Elon Musk and SpaceX have announced plans to send humans to Mars in the 2030s. But many experts believe this could happen sooner than expected. NASA has discovered signs of liquid water on the surface of Mars. Here are the two translation options as requested. Not only SpaceX, but billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson are also pouring billions of dollars into space travel technology, with the ambition to make Mars humanity's next destination. You may think this is just a far-fetched dream, but take another look at the past. Long ago, humans once believed that flying to the moon was an impossible dream. But by 1969, it had become a reality. If history repeats itself, perhaps even within this century, Mars will become humanity's second home. But don't get too excited just yet, consider the potential consequences. If humans leave Earth for Mars, does it mean we've lost hope in our home planet? Climate change, war, and economic downturn may force humanity to seek a new habitat for survival. Will Mars truly be the promised land, or will it become a new society overrun by chaos? Where power is concentrated in a small group controlling technology and resources. If one day, Elon Musk or any other billionaire gains complete control over migration to Mars, will they become the kings of the new world, while we remain forever crushed beneath their might? Attempt to leave Earth constitute an act of defiance against God. The Bible teaches that humans were created to live on Earth, but if one day we leave this planet, is that the sign of a final rebellion before the apocalypse?